What is up, everyone? We are back with another camping video. If you didn't catch my first video, I'll link it above. It's a little bit long. I think it's like 45 minutes, but I go over everything that I do to go camping on my own. So I definitely kind of learned from that. I'm gonna make these videos a lot shorter. I think they're about 15 minutes each. And it was my first time really ever filming myself doing any camping and video editing and that sort of thing. I did it all on my iPhone 11 Pro. So the camera picture was really good, but I also edited the whole thing on iMovie. And so you can see my mistakes of filming vertically instead of horizontally, and kind of the only the little editing things you can do on iMovie. I mean, it's pretty great if you're starting out. So if you have the time to check it out, pretty good video. It's funny, and I actually made a blooper video of it too, which gets a laugh out of a lot of people. But this time I kind of wanted to get a little bit more into it. I wanted to make a few more videos. I still did most of the filming on my iPhone 11 Pro. I actually tried to edit the videos on iMovie on my way back, and I just wasn't really happy with the results. So I downloaded DaVinci Resolve, which is a free software that you can download onto your computer, and it has all the bells and whistles. It like feels like a pro editing app. So I've been kind of a little bit of a learning curve with putting that together and putting the videos together, but hopefully they'll turn out pretty good and a little better than last time. On this trip, I just split up the drive on the way to Chicago. My girlfriend and I are long distance right now. I'm from Philly and she lives in Chicago. So I just decided to split up the drive and do a quick little overnight trip in Wayne National Forest in Ohio, but I won't get too much into it in this intro video. I'll kind of let myself kick it off. Let's go camping. What's up, everyone? We made it. We're here in Wayne National Forest in Ohio on the White Oak Trailhead, doing some dispersed camping. I'm on my way to Chicago, and I decided to make it a 2-day trip where I did some camping overnight just to kind of break up the drive. I didn't feel like doing all 12 hours at once. And I figured I'd get another national park on my belt. This is number 2. I have to completely rework the fire pit. It's kind of garbage right now, but it looks like a nice site. It's not quite as secluded as when I was in Allegheny National Forest. There's a trail off of my campsite, and maybe if I set up camp early enough, I can maybe get a quick hike in or something, see what the trails are like, see if I can see anything cool. I bought a tripod for my camping setup because I figured that was something that I really needed last time. So I'm going to try and get some good shots in, and I actually got into a little bit of astrophotography the other week. I was trying to see Neowise the comet, and I took my mom's camera out and did some exposure shots. So maybe tonight, if it gets dark enough, since I'm way out here, I might try and take some shots tonight, get some good pictures in. So we're going to set up camp, and hopefully, I still got plenty of daylight left, I think, for now, and we'll get moving. Little tip when you're camping out of your vehicle, just to make sure that you're level, because I'm on a little bit of a grade here. It's real nice just to grab a couple of small rocks if you don't have, you know, like if you're not a super crazy overlander like me and have max tracks to roll up on. But they work pretty well, and I think I look pretty level. So I'm gonna set up camp. Oh my God, I'm sweating so much. I was already sweating when I got here, if you couldn't tell, because the AC in my truck does not work. So I just had the windows down, but I came through some crazy weather. A couple like big cells of thunderstorms and a torrential downpour. So I sometimes had to close my windows, and it just got super humid and hot in my truck, but I could deal with it for now. So set up, I got my tent set up. Pretty quick setup, a lot quicker than last time, because I mean, it's not fumbling around in the cold just makes it a lot more difficult. Just spent about a good half hour or so just picking up trash around my campsite. It seemed like every time I was looking at the ground, I like saw another piece of trash. And we're in a national forest, so please just clean up after yourself, pick up your trash, and if you see trash, pick it up, because we want to keep the world beautiful, and destroying national parks doesn't do that. So, word for the wise of camping, pick up your trash. I don't know who made this teeny weeny fire pit before I got here, but I definitely wasn't gonna build a new one. And it was covered in sand, wet sand. But it was still a heck of a lot easier to start a fire now than when I was winter camping. So I'm actually doing something real easy for dinner since I'm only here for tonight. I'm doing an Mountain House Adventure Meals. I got chicken fried rice. It's got green peas, onions, carrots, mushrooms. It's freeze dried, no preservatives, anything like that. Oh, there's actually 2 servings in here. I didn't realize that, but I'm pretty hungry, so I'll probably eat the whole thing, honestly. Seems pretty simple. You just open the package, put in 1.5 cups of boiling water, and then stir, close the zipper, wait 5 minutes, stir again, let it sit for 4 minutes, and then eat it. So I'm hoping, I mean, it seems super easy. All I had to get out was my percolator and a spork. So I'm hoping that it's pretty good and fills me up. So that's what we're having for dinner. All right, let's give it a shot. Not bad. It smells good. The chicken's kind of weird. I guess, you know, because it's being free dried. But It probably would have been really nice during my winter trip to make an easy meal. And it's a little, soupy and kind of warm and good. Stays really warm in that bag. I've had it sitting here for 8 minutes, 10 minutes, and it's still pretty warm. That's good. So I wouldn't say it's my favorite spot. I just kind of picked what was the most middle of the road between Philly and Chicago. I went a little further south than I normally would to go to Chicago. Normally I just get on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, Ohio Turnpike, keep going that way, and I kind of came down 95 and shot across Maryland and West Virginia on 70 was most of it. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. I can. The highway's not too far away from where I'm at. The trails go really far out that way, but over there's the highway, and I feel like I can hear some construction. So hopefully that's not going on all night. And I'm not as secluded as I like to be. I like to kind of really get out there. This is more like a recreational kind of place where people will come here, camp overnight, and then there's a bunch of ATV and dirt bike trails and stuff, and people kind of take those a lot. So it's a little different vibe. There's a couple people who are right over there and behind me who are kind of close, but it's all right. It's a little still warm for a fire, so I think I'm gonna let this burn out. I still have a little bit of wood left, and I'm just gonna kind of hang out and wait till it gets dark. I might try and take some pictures tonight. And if it, kind of cools off a bit, I'm gonna maybe restart the fire and kind of hang out by it for a little bit. So. All right. Early morning, out to Chicago. We'll be there in about 7 hours. There she is! Hello! Sorry I'm smelly.
That's okay.
All the smells.
I missed you.
I missed you.
Cute.
Say hi to the fans. So I hope you enjoyed part 1 of the video. I spent the next week at Molly's house. We had a good time. We actually ended up going out and grabbing a beer for the first time during COVID. We went to a drive-in movie, so that was pretty fun. We were able to use kind of my camping gear to do that. They let us pull in backwards, and we laid in the bed and watched the movie, so that was pretty cool. So it's always great when I get to spend that much time with her because we really don't get to see each other all that often, about once a month. So I'm still in the process of editing the rest of the videos. I'm going to be posting them over the next couple days or so. I'm making 4 videos, I think is what it's going to turn out to be. So stay tuned, and I hope that you enjoy them.